So, do you like Taylor Swift?
I don't like her.
You don't like her?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand even why she's famous at all.
Music.
Terrible music.
I don't know any of her
Terrible.
songs.
There was only one good song I liked was "Shake It Up." That was it.
Okay.
Nothing else is good.
Okay. Did you shake it up?
I did shake it up.
Okay, here's the thing. I never liked her. I don't know her music, but I resented the idea that I didn't like her name. Because that's the most 1990s porn star name ever created, and yet no porn. No 1990s porn.
What part of it's porn? The Swift part or the Taylor part?
Taylor Swift.
Well,
that is a very 1990s porn star name. But then, like these last few years, I realized, Taylor Swift doesn't really owe me anything like that. Like, she's not obligated because I think she has a porno name, like to get into a time machine and travel back to 1997.
I don't think of that name
and
as
put
a
out a
porn
latex nurse's outfit.
I don't think
it's
of it.
very porno.
It's not porno.
Sure.
I don't.
Taylor Rain, Stephanie Swift. Taylor Swift. They all had combinations of those names.
Well, Taylor is like, the young people like to name their kids those type of names. Taylor or Chloe,
But my point is,
these kind of names.
But these last few years, I've matured and I realized she's not obligated to hop into a time machine and put on a latex nurse's uniform just for me, because she doesn't owe me anything. She owes society, obviously, like a lot of money because she's like a billionaire. But she doesn't owe me personally.
Well, she has all that money and she's not doing anything for anybody, really.
Well, she pays her employees well. But here's the thing. There's a lot of people out there who really believe that she owes them something. You've heard about all these conspiracy theories, right?
No.
Really?
What they say that she owes them?
She was going to that the football game was rigged so that her boyfriend won the Super Bowl, and then she was going to endorse Joe Biden, like on the football field, after he proposed marriage to her.
Oh,
that she's created by the government to do this.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was a plan for her to go to the Super Bowl just to get more people, more money.
Yeah.
More views.
She's rich, she's pretty, she's blonde, she's white. They feel if she's not one of them, then it's got to be some kind of conspiracy. And there's a very psychosexual thing having to do with it. But this is really more like, it's very paternal too. So this is a guy named Steven Crowder. You've never heard of him?
No, who is he?
Terrible.
Is he a comedian? Who is he?
One of the worst stand-ups in history. But he gave up pretty much to become like a right-wing comedy guy. But most of his comedy is him just dressing up in girls' clothes and going out in public. It's really not much to it.
Oh, it sounds like a few people that I know.
Really? Okay. So here's him. Here's him giving Taylor Swift. Here's Steven Crowder giving Taylor Swift a talking to. Yeah, check out the hairdo.
That as a woman, she is more physically vulnerable than a man. That's how straight men think. But then to use that and springboard into a false absolute statement that no man could ever know.
Skip ahead.
And actually campaigned for the first time, or
okay,
I don't even know if she endorsed a candidate. It's so out of her element. And I believe this was a race in Tennessee. It's Blackburn, I think. And this is where she came out and actually campaigned for the first time. Or I don't even know if she endorsed a candidate officially, but I know she anti-endorsed. She condemned Blackburn
the other way
and tossed her hat in the ring. Let's watch this.
She thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed
I think it's
to
Marsha
be
Blackburn in
kicked
Tennessee,
out of the restaurant. It's
This is how this whole thing started. It's a couple years ago. Taylor Swift campaigned against somebody named Marsha Blackburn. I'll tell you who Marsha Blackburn is. Marsha Blackburn once put out a campaign ad saying that she single-handedly stopped Planned Parenthood from selling baby parts.
Oh.
Okay. But they don't actually do that. That's not a thing.
Oh.
They had to remove it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure that would have made the news.
When was the last time you went to Planned Parenthood? You don't know what's happening over there.
I never go to Planned Parenthood because I don't need baby parts.
Oh.
basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point. And I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. If I get bad press for saying don't put a homophobic racist in office,
She's kind of annoying.
then I get bad press for that.
And she goes on to say that Marsha Blackburn that doesn't represent a single women's issue. Hold on. There are no women who are pro-life? What if Donald Trump isn't a homophobic racist? What if the finalists in Celebrity Apprentice were Cyndi Lauper and Arsenio Hall?
What if Steven Crowder was a really good comedian? What if the sky was green?
Where is he based out of?
I think he lives in California. I'm guessing he's from California.
Maybe
No, he's from Canada, and then he moved to
Oh.
California, and then. But you can't like argue like, what if something wasn't true, and therefore, I would be right and you would be wrong. Okay. All right.
What if this is a guy who has a long and storied history of employing and working with members of the
Look at the
LGBTQ
gun.
AIP in a silent number 2, and has had a long history of working alongside black people in New York
Then no one what?
Is there a reason why there is a gun over there?
Paranoia.
City. So what if you're wrong about that? Again,
Yeah.
so many
The
folks
reason he has the gun there is because he's a child. He's a big baby, and he likes to cosplay. He likes to wear a shoulder holster like Steve McQueen in Bullet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe that gun's not even real. Maybe it's a toy.
It's
been so many assumptions,
Probably.
and this is just someone who is shallow, who hasn't examined, who kind of froze in time. They talk about this. I think even Taylor Swift talks about this in the film. They freeze in time. Basically, they only reach the maturity that they reached before they became famous. But now,
That's what happened to him. What he just said. That's why he has the gun. That's also why he has a haircut like Superman, because like he's a child. He's a grown child. Also, this is really funny. Well, I'll explain.
I don't
this
think
later.
she has the inside track. And what I'm saying, Taylor, is you don't. You don't at all. And you're looking for happiness in all the wrong places. And now this whole idea of your truth will...
He's so jealous. He's so jealous that she's banging a Super Bowl winner.
based on an emotive response,
Well, she
not
has
on
to go
facts.
with
And I don't want
somebody
you to...
who has enough money to even out what she has. She
That guy doesn't have as much money as she does.
Yeah, but still, she's going out with a millionaire.
But
she's not going to
well,
go
that's
out.
the only
she's not
people
going to
she
go out
meets.
with you.
But
you
that's
know?
the only people.
You know?
Well, because she hasn't met me. But here's the thing. That seriously. But that, if you were to there was a Tom Brady went out with a model.
Giselle.
Yeah. She made like 3 times what he made.
Oh.
And
But he's hot, at least.
Well, the other guy's hot too,
No,
isn't
I
he?
don't think so.
He's not.
I don't find him.
You think she can do better?
I think so.
Okay.
to take this as a criticism against your womanhood. It's not that at all. I want you to become the woman who I think you can be, and it can be a formidable woman. Not that you already are. You are.
Can you imagine the audacity of this guy who you've never heard of
No, I never.
going like, I think you could do better.
Oh.
Like, dude, okay, so this is him lecturing women. I'll tell you what, he recently got in trouble because his wife left him. And his wife released this home security video where he's like screaming like a baby at her. And she's pregnant, right? Oh. And he's demanding that she needed to prove her love to him. This is what a child this guy is. By feeding the dog's medicine. But the problem is her doctor specifically warned her not to handle dog medication because it could damage the pregnancy.
What's wrong with his hands?
He's a baby. And he translates this into, I'm the man and you're the woman, and God said blah, 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 blah. Which is really just a way of being a baby.
No, he's living in the past. That's what he's living.
I think a lot of these guys are just babies. Because they all, anybody who sits there and says, you need to stay home. I remember a lady complaining like that her boyfriend didn't want her to get a job. And I was like, well, what does he do? Oh, he doesn't have a job either. I was like, so what's the plan?
They'll both be homeless together.
The
That's
plan is for me
right?
to take care of him like he's a baby. This is how babies think. I don't even think that it's
I couldn't be with somebody like that.
They use the past as an excuse for a woman to stay home and just wash their fucking clothes.
No, that they
'Cause they're just
They
lazy.
want somebody to be their mother. That's what they want.
Yeah, because they're babies.
That's what they want, really.
All right.
A prettier version of their mom. That's what they want.
Yeah. So Steven Crowder really expects Taylor Swift to stay home and feed the dog medicine. All right, whatever.